they're providing a very unique offering, and that's creating an independent contractor that really didn't have tremendous options to become a business owner outside of that. And then that in combination with the Women in Trucking Strive for 150, we've been able to really get some tremendous momentum there that we've never had. Compared to a no barrier of entry lease purchase program, throw them in the fish tank and see how they do. ES addressed each of those high failure points. Whether it's not managing your finances, not being able to work through adversity. There's so many independent contractors that'll come in, or not independent contractors, but prospective independent contractors that either get their own financing or they've gone through a lower tier lease purchase that don't know how to pay. They don't know how to pay themselves. They don't know how to maintain a truck. They don't know how to persevere through. Every carrier is going to have some ups and downs. They don't know how to persevere through that business-wise. Mentally they're there, but they just don't know, how do I build a business that can deal with 1 or 2 bad weeks, whether it's because I blew a steer tire and it messed up some suspension, or if I had a family emergency that would bring me home. Without ES's support, they don't know how to get through that business adversity, and that's been the biggest thing for me that ES has been able to provide is really bring that business acumen to this independent contractor that never would have been educated in any method other than learning the hard way, right? So over the years, the industry's lost out on so many independent contractors because they've gone this lease purchase route and they found out the hard way how to bankrupt themselves or how to let a business fail because they never had. They had a 3-hour seminar on how to be an independent contractor sitting at a lease purchase facility. But they never really had that partner next to them through that adversity to really give them more than just the binder that every driver gets that goes into one of those trucks. I love the phrase "the path to ownership" because what it really provides is an opportunity, like I was just saying, this strong capacity that we know is not going to turn over, and being asset light and having the majority of our drivers independent contractors, there's obviously so much that we can't do. I'd love to tell each driver how to run their business, but the fact of the matter is, got to keep an arm's length distance from an IC. We'll do everything we can to make them as vendors to us successful, but we can't step in and say, hey, are you saving money for your, are you ready for a new set of tires, or are you ready for for an engine overhaul at 500,000 miles? So it's not just 50 trucks right now. It's not just wanting to get to 100. It's 50 to 100 that are stable, not just service wise, but they're not going to fail at a moment's notice like so many have. They've got this I call it the triangle of love, but they've got this network that has really got pretty much every scenario of failure outside of life. Life's going to happen. There's no business partner that's going to be able to get somebody through life, but every business failure is addressed in the PTO program. They truly have a passion outside of financial motivation to see these drivers become business owners. It's more than just they've got this network. They really have a passion of creating businesses. They're in this network with all you got to do is look at the carriers they partner with. We're all pretty well respected, but they're partnering with Women in Trucking, NTI. I question anyone that doesn't support the Women in Trucking, and here they are. They're their biggest flag bearer, and I think that's great because the main topic of conversation is the driver shortage. How do we create new drivers? And Women in Trucking to me is the lowest hanging fruit. Outside of driving age and some qualification deals, there's nothing that could bear better fruit than Women in Trucking. Why not? So unless, like I said earlier, unless you've got life, or you've got something that's going to prevent you, that I mean, if you, like I said, if you got to leave the country for 2 months a year, if you've got any business aspirations to be more than just company driver. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with spending your entire career as a company driver, right? There's some carriers that you can live a very good life being just a company driver. But if you have any type of business aspiration, you want to grow a business, or you just want to be a single truck owner, ES can help with both. But why not? I mean, there's nothing, what they don't, I mean, they're setting you up for financial success with there's nothing taken out of the back pocket. There's nothing but support that ES provides to a prospective business owner.